UCD, the worst team in FIFA. As you can see here, we have chucked UCD from the League of Ireland into League 2, and what we're going to be doing is basically taking UCD, rebuilding them from the ground up, and bringing them to European glory. So if you didn't know, in the last video with our Liverpool career mode, our aim was to win the treble. With this career mode, our aim is to win the Champions League and the Premier League, because realistically it's going to be a very difficult task. Another thing what we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing in a lot of youth academy players from Ireland, because basically, as you can see, we only have around $900,000, which is going to accumulate to about 1.1 mil in pounds, I think. I could be wrong, but what we're going to be doing is basically bringing in a lot of Irish young talent and also some other young talent on loan to build us up and to survive in League 2, and we're going to build up from there. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button down below, make sure to subscribe if you like FIFA content and like rebuilds, and let's get straight in to this UCD rebuild. And we have officially made our first signing. Lucas Bergvall will be joining UCD. The Swedish midfielder is 59 rated at the age, I think he's either 16 or 17. We got him for £420,000, so that's literally nothing, and he is such a strong player. I'm pretty sure he's the potential of over 80, so that is absolutely massive. Obviously you can see we got the most excellent out of the deal, which is perfect. Our team is not the strongest. Our highest rated player is 55, so ideally we're going to slot Bergvall just in there as a 59 rated centre midfielder, and we're going to ideally looking at a keeper, probably a centre back, left back, pretty much a whole new team at this stage. But obviously I want to keep in as much as the original players in there, because I want to have a look, because we do have an actual really young squad. Most players here are under the age of 24, so there's a few players who actually could be very promising. For example, there's a few players here that we can just swap in and out that will actually be better than some of the starters. For example, this dude Kinsella Bishop is instantly better than the dude Doyle, and you have a few more pacey wingers there, for example. But we're going to be bringing in a few players here, so let's get into those signings. I may have just found the best free agent of all time. I just searched up free agents from 16 to 19 years old, and I found Esteban Campos, a 70 rated centre back who's worth 2.6 million for free. That is unbelievable business. We can slot him right into our starting 11, and he instantly becomes the best player in the entire squad, and he's a left-footed centre back, so he fits in perfectly. What a signing. Welcome to the team, Campos. But our signings do not stop there, and we have brought in another centre back to join Esteban at the two centre back spots. We have Ashley Phillips coming in from Blackburn Rovers for 570 grand, a 60 rated 17-year-old centre back. We probably could have got him a lot cheaper, but that is not a problem. As you can see, Campos and we shall have Phillips right beside each other. I'm actually going to see, is Kearney fast? He can probably play CDM, actually. That's not a bad shout at all. Play him as a central defensive midfielder on the left hand side. We're looking to bring in a new striker and new keeper now, so let's go get those signings done. I am after looking through our youth academy, and I'm after finding two absolute gems. I'm after finding Lansana Owusu from Ghana as a cam, 71 to 94, and Sam Oliver from New Zealand, and also Rossi. You know what, I'm going to promote all three of these right now, because honestly they're well capable of playing in the team. Leroy actually might be able to play in the team soon as well. But as you can see, if we go to our squad and go to team management, some of these youth players are already just as good as our starting players. If you look at Owusu, stats wise, he's up there with Higgins already, so we're going to give him the game time he actually deserves. Rossi has 81 pace, and it's also 66 rated, so he's slotting right into the team. And also Oliver, who's not obviously the best rated, but he can definitely, stay on the bench and even go out on loan. That's what we're kind of going to do with him, because he's only 41 rated. We're going to send him out on loan, because realistically, a few of these players are not going to be here next season. Because honestly, let's be honest, not a lot of them are great. But Owusu is probably going to go out on loan, because since we're simming these, the FIFA has a habit of playing the highest rated squad, so obviously the lower rated players are not going to get, the best development, especially because they're probably going to get no games whatsoever. The free agents continue to be absolutely amazing. Diego Lainez for free, by the way, a right mid for 74 rated, worth 8 million in League 2. What is going on? Are you serious? We've just found him I have no idea how he's agreed to come to our club. But instantly, he looks class. He's only 22 years old. He's instantly going to slot in to the right mid spot. And oh my god, this team is getting stronger by the minute. If we can maybe just bring in a striker and keeper, we could be on the verge of easily challenging for the league at this stage. And once again, we found another young free agent, Mohamed Wade, or Wad, I have no idea how to pronounce it, a CDM but can also play left back, is being brought into the club as a free agent. How we are managing to find these, I have no idea. We just got an unbelievable luck. He plays CDM, centre back and left back, and let's be honest, we are easily building a very strong squad from the very start. Once we get that goalkeeper over the line, I think we are in a very good position to, you know, stay safe in this league. I think Lainez and Bergval are going to work very well. Rossi, as a youth academy graduate already, can be very, very strong. And speaking of youth academy, I'm going to set up a youth academy specifically going for Irish talent. And our new keeper has finally arrived. Guilherme, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Restes from Toulouse has come in on a loan to buy deal. A 61 rated keeper who's only 17. We have him on a loan to buy so we can make his move permanent at the end of the season. But I think this is a huge deal to bring in someone as good as Restes, because not only is he a higher rated keeper than our current keepers, he's also only 17, so he has so much time to develop. And we have indeed found our CDM, another free agent. I'm no idea what rating he is. I just saw his stats and he looked decent enough. So I'm about to find out what rating he actually is. Israel Reyes, he looks very, very decent. He's a centre back that can play centre defensive midfield. I have no idea what rating he is. He is 70. Oh my god, he's worth 10 million. He's 83. He has 83 pace as a centre back. Oh my god, that is in... Bro. Who is this man? Bro, this dude is insane. Oh my god. We can convert him into a CDM, he'll be even better. Oh, we have easily found the best free agents in the entire world, surely. Oh my god, bro, I have no idea. Get him into a CDM right now. But... anyways, that is all the signings we are going to be making in this window, because honestly, I think we'll find some unbelievable gems next season. But I have complete trust in this squad right here to get the job done. Already having 75 rated players in this team is unbelievable. So we are going to sim to the end of the season now and just see how the boys get on. I'm very intrigued. Also kind of scared because I have very high hopes for this team now since, you know, all the free agents that have come in. But let's just see how they get on. And as you can see, the season is done. Let's see how the boys got on in the league. We came 9th. Okay, 9th with 17 wins, 15 draws, 14 losses. Okay. I'm actually curious. How did we do in any of the cups? I highly doubt we did well whatsoever. But FA Cup, how did we do in that? We got knocked out in round 1. Okay. Well, there's no point even checking the rest of them. But let's see our squad hub. Let's see who has developed the most. We'll go into stats. We have Kinsella Bishop with 11 goals. Lanes with 12 goals. Higgins, no goals. Bergval with 5 and 6 assists. He's up to a 67. Oh my god. Anyone else? Rossi with 22 goals, up to a 72. Oh my god, that's already insane. Anyone else? How did the other lads get on? Reyes with 10 goals from centre back. Oh my days, that is unbelievable. And what rating is he up to? A 78. 64 for Phillips. Campos got injured. He's up to a 72 still. What about the other lads? Wad is up to a 68. That's good. Rossi 72. Oliver 45. Bergval 67 is still insane. Owusu's gone up by 8. Okay, that's decent. I have no idea how he's getting on his other club though. Lane's up to a 78 as well. This is an insane squad. The fact that we're going to be staying in League 2 with this. The fact that we're going to have to improve on this squad is going to be very difficult. But we're definitely going to have to see how we get on. Ideally, I don't know why isn't... Oh my god, did they recall? Did they recall him? Did they recall the keeper? They recalled him. Why was he not playing? He's up to a 65. Well, we're going to have to bring him back in next season, 100%. But, man, all of a sudden he's not playing anymore. Why is he not playing? We have no idea. But anyways, we have finished in a 9th position, which is actually okay considering I expected us to finish last, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly down to Lanes and Rossi and Reyes being like nearly 80 rated right now. That's pretty insane, but we are definitely going to have to bring in a new striker for definite. We're staying in League 2, but let's see how we can improve for next season. Free agents list has come in clutch again, as we've brought in a new left back. We have brought in Louis Andrews for free. We saw him as a free agent. He's 71 rated, if I remember correctly. He's worth 2.2 million. He's worth, you know, a lot considering we only have a 6 million budget this season. But I normally just basically, if you're wondering how I'm getting these good free agents, I just go to free agents, go from 16 to 23 years old, and just keep scrolling and see if I can see anyone that seems decent enough. And he's going to slot right into the left back position and instantly increase it. As we saw, Campos got injured halfway through last season, so what we're going to do is ideally convert Reyes to a CDM, and then Bergvall will obviously stay captain. And we're going to look at a centre attacking midfielder, a striker, a right back, and a goalkeeper to ideally just boost our team entirely. And our new player has finally arrived. I don't know why our left back was going through the door, but Nelson Viper has come in from Mainz on a I think it's a 2-year loan or a 1-year loan, but it's a loan to buy regardless. But as you can see, when he slots in, he is a 67 rated striker. I'm pretty sure he's a potential of 83. He's 6'3", 18 years old. He has a massive potential as well, as he just said. So as you can see, our team is looking ever so strong. We're just waiting on one more signing, and then we can see how the boys get on. And we have finally brought him back. Guillermo Restes has returned to UCD for another season. Again, I have no idea what actually happened with the last, keeper. I'm assuming for whatever reason he either got injured or for whatever reason the computer weren't playing him. So what I'm going to do is actually release the other keeper. Owusu is already 56 rated, so honestly, he could honestly start. So we're going to put I don't know why the whole team is just reshaped itself. Bergvall's meant to that side because he has 5-star weak foot. But yeah, I'm going to put Wade or whatever his name is on right back. Yeah, we're going to play him right back just for now because he's higher rated. And we shall see how the boys get on. That looks like that is going to be the final signing. Our team is looking very, very strong for this season, especially the likes of, Reyes. We're going to sim to the end of the season here, but I have to say, if we don't get promoted this season, I'm probably going to end up selling one of the big players just to make it a little bit more realistic because they're going to be like 80 something rated. So we're going to sim to January, see how we get on at January just in case we have to bring in any more signings, and let's see how the boys get on. And that is at the end of the season, so let's see how the boys got on. And we have playoffs, I think? I think that's playoffs. Is that playoffs? I think, okay, we're in the playoffs, I think. Is that not? Okay, apparently we have to wait for the playoffs. But we have officially gotten the playoffs. Let's see how our team has developed over the season. I obviously changed them into a 4-3-3. So let's see, stats-wise. Kinsler, Bishop with 11 goals. Viper with 18 goals. That's nice to see. Clark with 4. Lanes with 18 and 7. Owusu got none. Bergvall with 6 and 8, that's decent. He's up to a 72 now. Rossi with 10 and 5, up to a 77. Honestly, we have to be getting promoted this season. I think realistically, we should be getting promoted. I don't see why we wouldn't be. Restes also had 15 clean sheets, so that's very decent. But let's just make sure these loans are done into a settled buy option. So let's pay the actual price and turn these players into permanent transfers. So Viper is a fish. Is it Viper? I'm calling him Viper. I don't care. 1.6 million has officially turned him into a permanent transfer, and he's worth 3.3. That's why I really like, loan to buy offers, especially with lower end teams. Same with Reyes, 1.6 million, where I'm pretty sure he's worth a lot more. He's worth 2.5. So that amount of money is absolutely key. The board was very nice to us to bring in 5 million as our budget from then. I think we actually had 6 altogether, and we only actually spent a little bit. We only brought in like a free agent and a few others. So it's really nice to actually have a good amount of budget to actually bring in. That's not too bad. We're going to accept that, and that means Restes will be an official UCD player and the official UCD goalkeeper, as I did release the last keeper to make sure Restes, I don't actually know how to say his name, Restes, he is officially the only keeper at the club, so he gets as much game time as physically possible. And as you can see here, we have Exeter coming up in the playoffs in the semi-finals. That's obviously 2 legs, so let's see how the boys can get on. Obviously, we brought in another Youth Academy graduate in Leroy, so I'm going to play lanes there. I'm going to see, have we got an actual midfielder to play in his position? I don't think we do. Maybe we can do that and then put Phillips in and put Reyes as just dropping back a little bit as a CDM. Maybe something like that, and then put Lanes as a right midfielder, attacking midfielder, and put Vergwa as a left centre mid. I'm going to see how that goes out. Rossi obviously is a left mid. We'll just drop in so he gets the stats he actually needs. But as you can see, we're going to go in here against Exeter in the first leg. Let's see how we get on. And we lose 2-1. Oh no. Let's just see. Can we, get past this? No, we're out. Oh my god, we have to spend another season in League 2. This is horrendous. This is really, really bad. Oh my god. We are into the playoff final anyway. Let's sim that game, because I pretty much have to sim that game. But let's see how the lads get on. And here we are, the playoff final with UCD and Gillingham. Our team is by far so tired, man. We're going to honestly just play Leroy there, Lanes there, bring in Reyes and play Phillips, because that's probably our best team we can possibly play. And honestly, I don't know what to do if we do not win this game. Okay, let's see. Gillingham against UCD in the playoff final. And we win emphatically 4-0. Oh my god, we have absolutely smashed Gillingham in the final. That is absolutely huge. We are officially promoted into League 1. That is absolutely massive. Now let's just make sure that we do not get sacked. All I'm seeing is a lot of people getting very annoyed in the dressing room. So let's just hope that nothing actually happens, because I'm just making sure I don't get sacked here. I don't know why I would get sacked. I've just promoted us. But a lot of messages have been telling me I'm going to get sacked, so I'm kind of worried. Okay, as you can see, we have officially ended the season off. And as you can see, we have not been sacked, thankfully. But we are going to be promoted into League 1 next season. As you can see, though, we have gotten a very strong team. But I definitely need to improve some bits, because obviously there's a lot of apparently dressing room unrest. I don't exactly know how to exactly fix that, but I will definitely put my best in. But let's just get some signings done. We shall see what our team looks like after the transfer window. Replacement for Reyes, we've got Iago Alonso on a free agent. He is 19 years old, or 18 years old, and 75 rated. He's probably the best we can bring in. And we are also going to bring in this man right here, a left winger, as just a backup. His name is Jason Adam. He's 73 rated. I'm going to bring him in. He looks very decent indeed. He's going to want crucial. Okay, that's going to be quite difficult. But as you can see, we're going to try and bring him in and bring in a few more players. And the Jason Adam deal has gone through with 8 grand a week on him, and that is not bad at all. It's free business. He's worth 5.5 million. The other centre back dude is worth, I think, 9 million. So as you can see here, we're going to make a lot of money on Reyes if we do sell him, unless we can just do that with Alonso. But honestly, I don't know. We might have to sell him. I know he's 83 rated, but realistically, him or Lanes in real life would be leaving, and he only has 1 year left on his contract and won't renew it. So I think it's just better off that we cash in on him now. After a lot of negotiations, Reyes has officially agreed to extend his contract by a year. I'm going to sell Mohamed Wade and bring in another right back, because by the looks of him, he's just not developing much. He's 25 years old, and we also, by the looks of it, will need to bring in a proper starting attacking midfielder. So let's see what we can get our hands on. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just come across probably the best free agent of all time. This dude is Jamie Caballero and is 82 rated. We may have found the best free agent of all time. Oh my god, he wants nothing. We've literally got him for buttons. That's our attacking midfielder sorted. Look at this. He slots in there as Cam, like it's nobody's business. And look at that already. Look at that team. Look at that team. Let's sim. You know what? I'm gonna take this team to the end of the season. Let's see how this team gets on throughout the entire rest of the season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are again once back to the playoffs. I don't know where we finished. I'm very annoyed. Where did we actually finish, man? Let's have a look. Where did we finish? Oh, we finished third by 2 points. Oh, that's actually so annoying. Got Charlton again. We've got Charlton now. Beyond scared, because we cannot lose here. Look at our team, man. 87 rated Reyes and Lanes. Come on, surely we get past Charlton in the first leg. Surely. We do, 2-1. Still not good enough, I don't think. 2-1 is a dangerous scoreline to go into a second leg. But luckily, we are at home for this second leg. And I know, by the way, apparently Rossi has put in a transfer request. So it looks like we'll be losing him next season. So we're probably going to have to find the replacement, or else Adams is going to have to step up the mark. Manager award, we've been award manager of the month. Yeah, nice one. I don't care as long as we get promoted here. We need to beat Charlton again. Simply, we cannot lose this game. Bergvile is there, 77 rated. He's unbelievable now. We need to win, and we do go through. Holy God, that was nerve-wracking. 1-1, we go through 3-1 on aggregate. This is beyond scary. I mean, when you look at it this way, we've been to 2 finals in 2 seasons with 2 playoff finals. But I don't care as long as we end up winning this final. Please, God, win this final. I'm going to close my eyes. Fleetwood Town. We've won. Okay, good. Lane's got sent off, but Rossi and I think it was Caballero done enough. We are into the championship next season. That is massive. That's huge for signings. Also, I'm pretty sure Lanes or Reyes is on their last year, so it looks like they will be heading off, as well as Rossi, whatever you pronounce it. It looks like they will be heading off. I'm going to send a few players out on loan, and we shall see how the next season ends up. Oh, I didn't even realise this. While I'm ending the season, we won the Papa's John Trophy as well. So we've actually done the double this year. That's actually a really successful season. I'm very excited now. We're into the championship. We're going to bring in some new players. We're going to let go of some amazing players, though. But it looks at Rossi and either Reyes or I can't think of his name, but either one of them will be leaving purely because they're very upset with whatever it is. I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to bring in some people who actually want to play for this club, and we shall see how we get on with our new team. And a signing I've been looking to get done for a while has officially been done. It is making his way to UCD, a 19-year-old. He's a right mid. He's only 19, as I said. He's 72 rated. He's a very nice player to just have for the squad. He only wanted sporadic first team football as well, so he is a nice backup to have on the bench along with Adam. He's very fast. I honestly am very much thinking of when Lanes is probably going to be end up sold, either, or Rossi even is going to just get a straight replacement. I'm pretty sure Rossi is already halfway out the door, as he's been wanting to leave for a while now. So we're going to see if we get any bids for him. Reyes has agreed to have a 2-year addition to his contract, so he is staying. That is an amazing deal, by the way. Bergvall is he's on 1k. That is absolute robbery, and he's agreed to stay on 7k. That is robbery. I'm sorry, that really is. And I did notice that Viper has been decreasing in some form, so I brought in Matthias Ablein, who is a 78 rated 22-year-old striker who's going to actually be the starting striker ahead of Vapor, because honestly I know Vapor has been really good for us, but honestly when it comes to championship level, we're going to need multiple strikers who can do it at the level. He's 88 pace, so he's much faster, and he's still 6 foot, so he still has a good bit of height on him, so he is going to take that starting striker role. I'm going to see if I can convert Reyes into a centre midfielder, because he's a -5 at the minute. Or even just play him like this with a CDM and drop Caballero to like a right-sided midfielder like that. Probably end up doing something like that. But that is, by the looks of it, how we're going to start off the league, because honestly I don't want to make too many signings, because I don't think we need to make too many signings. However, I want to see if I can get in a right back, and if we can get in a right back, I'll be happy to go the full length of this season under this team. And we've officially signed our right back replacement, and this is, I don't know who's walking in the door there, but we have signed Kyle Duncan as a free agent. He's an American right back. He's absolutely rapid, and he is purely there to start as our right back. He says he's not good enough. My other option was Rico Lewis, but he is 25 million, and that is just beyond, I'm pretty sure beyond out of our budget. I'm not exactly sure how much we were given. 8 million, yeah, he was beyond our budget. Unless we do end up selling Rossi, Kyle Duncan will be our starting right back for now. He's 89 pace, so at least we're bolstering up our pace in the team. Look at that front three, is unbelievable, especially if Rossi does decide to leave. Youth Academy graduate, it would be sad to see him go, but he is forcing a move, unfortunately, so it's just bound to see who comes in for him at this stage. And I'm pretty sure it is official, Rossi is on the way out along with Jack Keeney. He's on loan to Real Oviedo, but it does look like Rossi is on the way to Valencia for only 14 million. It is but he didn't want to extend his contract on the last year, so that is probably the most amount of money we could possibly get for him. So it is a sad day, but look, Adam will become our main outlet, and also with him leaving the club, that also gives us a lot of money to bring in a specific player I want to bring in. We have pulled off an absolute bargain with Rico Lewis joining the club for only £19 million when he's worth 26. I think that's an amazing deal. Honestly, I think we've got such a good deal. I said the best price we could have gotten was 22 million. We got him for 19. So now that free agent we brought in, Duncan, can go as a backup right back now. He is still just as rapid, but he's only 20 years old and he is slotting right in to our right back position. Honestly, we are getting stronger and stronger by the minute, and our team is still so young. It's full of development, and so I'm going to sim till the end of the season to see how the boys get on. And as you can see here, we're just simming to the end on the last day, and we have won 2-0 against Wigan. I have no idea how we finished. It seemed that we've done really well, but I genuinely have no idea. But let's find out. How did we finish? We won the league on goal difference. Oh my god. We have got automatic promotion to the Premier League. As you can see, the payoff of this team is just beyond, amazing, genuinely. Let's see stats-wise how we all got on. Stats, we have 30 goals from Abilene. I knew he'd be an amazing player to bring in on a free transfer as well. Viper got 5. Caballero with 16 and 6. Adam with 8 and 3. That's really good from him. Lanes with 15 and 12. Really good from him. Ngoma didn't really play that much. Bergvall with 9 and 11 assists. Lovely. Kamara with 1. Reyes with 1 and 3. That's not too bad considering he's playing in the 6. Rico Lewis for 3 goals and 3 assists. Nice. Boy, who we brought in on a free transfer. And how many clean sheets? 20 clean sheets for rest days. That is insane. Oh my god. Genuinely, I don't think we need to bring in any signings for next season. I want to see how this team does in the Premier League alone. Let's see how we got in the FA Cup, because I think we had a little bit of a cup run. We did. We got knocked out in the quarterfinals by West Ham. That is not too bad at all. And in the Carabao Cup, we got to I'd say the third round, maybe. Not even. Where are we? Oh god, we got knocked out by Palace in the first round. That's not too bad. It is Palace all the same. Oh wait, never mind. They're only in playoffs. Well, anyways, but as you can see, we have officially got automatic promotion straight into the Premier League. So what I'm going to do is honestly probably make no signings. Obviously, I'll have a brisk look through the free agents, but I'm going to spend no money next season and genuinely see how our team get on throughout the Premier League without any new signings that cost money. Because the best thing about having these little career modes with clubs that might not be, the most wealthy or the most successful, you have to make sure you're keeping your money and spending your money wisely. That's why I'm bringing in a lot of free agents, because a lot of them are just like, we got Caballero 82 rated, 16 years old, for free. So that is unbelievable. And as you can see, there are those beautiful Premier League badge on the football. And we're going to see just a brisk look through the free agents. So let's have a look at who we can possibly bring in on a free transfer. And we have brought in one replacement player. He's kind of just there to rotate in. He is Angel Alcaron, or Alargon, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but he's 78 rated. And this is another lad, Gerson Armau, a left back. He's 26 years old. I'm pretty sure he's 78 rated as well. Just another one just to bolster that depth in the squad. I'm pretty sure he's might be higher rated than our actual left back. No, he's the same rating as Andrews, but he is purely there just to, boost that sort of squad depth. Same with Alcaron, he's there to also boost it. It looks like Phillips will be forcing a move because he's only got 1 year left on his contract and he does want to leave. So it looks like he will be forcing a move. As you can see, Reyes with an 89. Bergvall's gone from a 64 or like a 60 rated, by the way, to a 81 rated in the centre mid. Just saying. 97 passing, holy god. Caballero 84, Abline to 81. Okay, honestly, I'm going to probably put some development plans on some of these players just to kind of boost them as much as I can, but by the looks of it, that is all the signings I'm going to be making this season. So we are going to take a huge risk in simming all the way to the end of the Premier League season and see how the boys get on in the Premier League on their own. We have made barely any signings to the first team. It is purely only squad players who have come in. So let's see how the boys get on in the Premier League. And that is an end to the Premier League season. Let's hope we stayed up. We better have. And we've just about stayed up. 15th, that's not terrible, I suppose. But let's see how we got on in the FA Cup. How do we get on in that? We got knocked out in the round 5 by City. Okay, that's fair. It's City, realistically. Round 5, it happens. Let's see, Carabao Cup. Oh my god! No way! We actually won the Carabao Cup against City. No way have we done that. Where's Lanes? Hold on. Why is Lanes not playing? The board sold him. Oh my god, the board sold Lanes to Spurs. Why would you sell him to Spurs? We got 200 million surely for him. Still, man. Cardoso's unhappy. Man, he came in as a rotation player and now he's unhappy. But we definitely have to make some signings going into next season purely because, you know, we've lost one of our best players in Lanes to Spurs, one of our, like, the rivals in the league. And that is annoying as hell. But let's just have a look at the actual development of our team because I'm very curious to see how they actually developed over the season. We have Restes on an 80, Andrews 81, Armau 78, Alonso 81, Campos 76, Rico Lewis up to an 85, nice, Reyes to a 91, Kamara to a 73, Bergval to an 84, Bowman to a 68, Oliver to a 68, Owusu to a 66, Ngoma to a 76, Alcaron 80, Adam 83, Caballero 85, Ablin 85, Cardoso 73, and Viper 78. Okay, it's a very mid-table team, I have to admit, but we shall definitely have a look and see who we can bring in the summer transfer window, purely because we definitely need to bring in somebody. Because by the looks of it, we definitely need to improve our winger position. Like, realistically, if we lose one of our best players who's like 87 to 90 rated, realistically, we're going to have, you know, a bit of an issue when you lose him halfway through the season. So, by the looks, we're probably going to have to bring in someone big, because surely the board is going to give me a lot of money to spend next season, especially if we got like 200 million for him. So, as you can see, we finished 15th, but won the Carabao Cup, so I would definitely call that season a success, because, you know, we stayed up and we won a cup. So, we're going to get into some new signings now for the Premier League Season 2, and hopefully we can get ourselves into Europe and eventually achieve our goal of winning the Champions League. So let's see who we can bring. And the board were ever so nice to lend us 100 million in our bank account for the transfers, and we have indeed spent 69 million of those to bring in Jadon Sancho on the right hand side. Manchester United to UCD. Jadon Sancho has come in. Honestly, it's such a good deal because he's only worth 60 million and we got him for 69 million. He's still only 27 years old, so he still has room to develop. I think he's 87 rated or something like that. So we basically have just used 86 rated, so he's still pretty decent as well. Honestly, I'm going to switch him onto the left-hand side because Adam is left-footed. But Sancho, Ablin, and Adam as our front three. Caballero, Bergval, Reyes, Campos, Andrews, Alonso, Lewis, and Restes. I'm going to see if I can bring in a centre-back, but if there is no one on the market, I'm going to see if I can bring in a few free agents, because realistically, some free agents now at this stage in career mode are just unbelievable. So, you know, we're going to have a look at some now. Need splash to cash on another defensive option, Noah Mbamba, for 12.5 million. Honestly, it's a really good deal considering he's worth 20 million. No idea how he managed to get him for this amount. Honestly, it says our best possible deal was 13.3 and we got him for 12.5. Honestly, I think he's a great signing to bring in. He's still young. He's only 22. And obviously, this is not going to be a one-season job. We're not going to win the Premier League this year. And already, he comes in as one of the better players to go on the bench. I actually think he's higher rated than the dude at centre-back. He is. So he can slot right in there. And you know what? I'm going to simulate all the way to the end of the season. And hopefully, the boys can secure at least some sort of Euro space in this Premier League season. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have just been introduced to the Conference League final. I completely forgot that if you win the Carabao Cup, you get into the conference. So, yeah, we're into the Conference League final as well. So let's see how our team has, you know, developed over the season. We have Ablin with 22 goals, not too bad. Caballero with 21 goals, Adam with 10, Sancho with 11, Alcaron with, or Alarcon, I keep saying Alcaron, I don't know why, with 7. How did Bergval get on? 7 and 6. He's gone up to an 87 now. Mbamba played nearly every game. Reyes to a 94, unbelievable. Rico Lewis an 88. You know, we have a lot of good players here. It looks like or is it Andrews? Someone's injured anyways, I saw that. Or Campos is injured, not Andrews. Well, that's okay. That's not awful, I suppose. We still have Mbamba and Alonso there. But as you can see, we have a Conference League final to play against PSV. And so this is huge because I have no idea where we finished in the league. So, you know, we still need to actually push for this. If we win this, we get automatically into the Europa League. So that is huge. We're definitely massive underdogs for this. It seems as if Caballero is missing for this. Is he? He isn't. I don't know why I said that. But as you can see, PSV in the Stadion Europa, they have no one I really recognize. But still, let's just hope we can actually do this. Please, to the love of God, win. UCD against PSV. We win 2-0 in the Conference League final. Come on. European champions to UCD. That is not the exact goal we wanted, but it's a goal we'll take. We are officially European champions. Not champions of Europe, but European champions nonetheless. That is a huge, huge deal. That's even more silverware to bring into the club. It only feels like literally an hour ago we were in League 2 and could struggle to get out of it, and now we are Conference League champions. Let's see how we actually done in the league, because I actually didn't check, or the cups or anything. We came 9th in the league. That is honestly a massive improvement, considering we're only a few points off Man United and Arsenal. We actually managed to finish above Newcastle, which is huge. FA Cup, how did we get on in that? We lost in the round 6 again to Manchester City. Not bad again. Carabao Cup, how did we get on in that? We got knocked out early by the looks of it. Yeah, we got knocked out by Stoke. Oh, God. But anyways, the team is looking very, very strong. However, I think we just have to improve on one or two little bits. We don't have to improve on much because I'm not going to make signings that don't need to be made, because there's 0 point in making them if they do need to be made. But as you can see, there is, I think that's Reyes with the Conference League trophy. It looks like there's a few players who are offering to leave. I think Weimer, I think that was his name, right? Or Viper, or the striker anyways, that we got really early on, is looking to leave for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure. Same with Alonso, because we have a lot of offers coming in for him. And also Andrews. So there is going to be a few people who probably will be leaving next season. But hopefully we can push on for the Europa League next year. And let's see who we can bring in to bolster the squad. Officially brought in our first player, a centre-back. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name, but we've brought him in. He's 82 rated as well. Apparently he's given not good enough. We're also going to be bringing in a few more players, but ideally I wanted to just build up on some of the squad depth that we're going to have, because honestly there's a few players in here like Boy and stuff like that aren't going to be great to really replace players if they get injured, for example. And you know, it's not the best thing. Like, we have a few players on international duty. Sancho didn't actually go up at all last year. That's a bit weird how he hasn't gone up at all. But as you can see, Mbamba can get straight replaced. He just has nowhere near the same amount of physical as him. But as you can see here, Mbamba is just kind of a worse defensively Alonso, honestly. But yeah, the squad is looking very, very strong, honestly. It's definitely tough enough to push for Europa League, and we'll just have to see, man. It's definitely difficult to see who we have to bring in, but it's a tough one because the board has only given us 40 million to spend, so genuinely nothing. So we're going to see what we can do with that 40 million. We have brought in another free agent, Miguel Aziz, who is 79, rated at 25 years old, a midfield backup option just to bring in for the bench. He's honestly, I'm pretty sure he's at Arsenal for a while, but honestly he's a very, very strong player to bring in. He's only 25 as well. He's barely near his prime. And as you can see, comparing to the rest of the squad, he's very well rounded. Like, most of his stats are green. Like, there's a few yellows, but most of them are green, so that's always nice to have. There's definitely a few more players I do want to bring in. So for example, like, we have Alarcon to bring in as a replacement. We need someone who is just as good as him to replace, like, for the likes of Alblin, because realistically Viper just isn't looking that good anymore. But we shall see. We have 94 rated Raya, so that is huge. But honestly, I'm very scared to see how we get on the Prem this year, because we've kind of just been a mid-table club at the minute. But there's definitely room for improvement in the squad, 100%. And we have brought in not Jude Bellingham, but Job Bellingham has come in from Birmingham. He's 77 rated at the age of 22 for 12 million. It's not too bad at all. Another backup for the midfield. As you can see here, he's deemed not good enough, but he's the definition of a prospect player for the club. He's obviously the brother of the famous Jude Bellingham. Not exactly as good as him, but you never know in career mode. Reyes is getting on a little bit. He's 28. Thankfully, he's 94 rated. He is definitely carrying us in every single game. But as you can see, he slots in there for the bench. Bellingham could definitely slot in with Aziz and all that stuff, but he's still only 22. He definitely has a lot of room to grow. But let's see how we can get on. I'm going to see if I can convert Caballero to a cam. But yeah, the squad is looking very strong now. The centre-backs are looking decent. Andrews looks like he could be getting on a little bit. He might not be, not age-wise, but development-wise, he hasn't really improved that much. So we might have to, you know, consider replacing him at some point. But that is all I'm going to make signing-wise, because I don't want to keep making signings. Pointless at all. So I'm going to sim to around the end of the season to see how we get on. Especially, I'm very intrigued to see how we get on in the Europa League. But let's just see how we get on at the end of the season of Premier League Season 2. And as you can see, obviously no Europa League final, but the whole thing is, did we get Champions League football? Yes, we did, by a point. UCD came fourth in the Premier League. That is absolutely massive. You don't understand how much that is. Bergwijn up to a 90 as well. Oh my days. Let's have a look and see how the stats were this year. Ablin with, again, 21 goals. Caballero with 26 goals. Sancho with 14, finally picking up some form. Bergwijn 9 assists again. He's unbelievable. Bellingham got himself a lot of game time this year, actually. 79 rated. He's gone up to Oliver up to a 71. Reyes has stayed the same. And Bambo up to an 80. That's always lovely. Then we have Rico Lewis up to a 90. That's always nice. He hasn't gone up at all. 84 to Alonso. Campos has stayed the same, man. Campos has not been developing that well. Ray stays up to an 86 as well. That is absolutely huge how we have managed to get top 4. But I'm going to see, did we go far in any of the cups? FA Cup, how did we go in that? We lost in... Okay, we're not even going to check once we're not even at the replays. The Carabao Cup, how did we do in that one? Carabao Cup, we lost in the round 4 to Hull. Oh, Jesus. But anyways, that's how the squad is looking at the minute. It's looking ever so strong, and into the Champions League we go, man. Sancho's finally going up to an 87 as well, but we're definitely going to have to improve some little bits depth-wise to push on for the Champions League next season. But let's just see who we can bring in next year, because I'm beyond excited. And we have managed to find Mohamed Salah's regen. I'm not exactly sure what. Tariq Ahmad. He, obviously a free agent. He's 19 and 82 rated. Unbelievable signing, and he's a 100% Salah's regen. We have managed to find our replacement left back for Andrews. We have splashed the cash on this dude from Manchester United, Parisi, for £70 million. The Italian 27-year-old, I think he is, 28-year-old. He's apparently not good enough. He's 87 rated. I was going for a left back off Liverpool, but they denied me, so I went with our secondary option. 87 rated, instantly slots right into the left back position. Parisi 89 pace. Now look at that back line with Rico Lewis and Parisi is looking ever so strong. We also have Campos as our replacement there, and also we have Ahmed there. And let's just, you know, improve our bench just that little bit here. So I'm probably going to look for a centre back, because Mbamba is honestly just, he's not good enough for Champions League just yet. So I'm going to see if we can improve on a centre back. I've officially brought in the centre back I want. As you can see here, Simikan for, I think it was 48 million plus Aziz. Honestly, a really good deal in my opinion. He's 29 years old with 86 rated. Apparently he's not good enough. I don't even know what's up with that. But that is the option we have gone with. Simikan at centre back with Alonso. Honestly, he boosts that. Oh my god. He can play right back as well. That is an absolutely huge signing. We're just going to put the centre back here. We'll put him actually instead of Ngoma. But as you can see here, that's the squad we're going to be leading into the Champions League season this year. It's very strong all round, and look at this for a team. UCD, imagine, in the Premier League. But that is how we are going to end the squad there, and we are going to see how the squad lines up for the rest of the season. I've really spent every pound in the budget to get this team to where I want it to be. So we're going to sim till the end of the season. Hopefully the Champions League goes well, and if it doesn't, at least hopefully we can get somewhere high in the league to establish our place in the Champions League next season. So let's see how the lads get on. As you can see, again, there is no Champions League final unfortunately this year, but let's just see how we got on in the league. Hopefully we can win something. We came second. Okay, at least we have top 4 for next season. Honestly, it's so annoying because we dropped so many points, as I saw with the results. Someone might have gotten injured. Honestly, I don't think we make many changes next year to the squad, because I'm very happy with the squad at the minute. Because realistically, Sancho's very unhappy. Maybe Sancho might be looking for a move away. Well, we'll be selling Sancho next year, so that's absolutely fan-tiddly-tastic. That's just what we wanted to hear. Champions League was the semis we got knocked out in. Quarters, and we got knocked out to Inter, who ended up losing in the final. That makes it 10 times worse. So, by the looks of it, we're going to have to be replacing Sancho, which I don't actually mind, because I don't think he's been performing that amazingly for us, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to check how much the squad has developed after this. We got to the quarterfinals, Champions League, it's not bad. We definitely have to improve some things for the Champions League next year, but luckily we came second, so we do have another shot at it. Obviously, our goal for the entire thing is to win the Champions League, so we have to keep pushing and developing this squad, because we are so close. We're developing more and more and more. Let's just hope the players can pull out of the bag next year. So the board has given us 99, basically 100 million to spend, and honestly I don't think we need to get anyone in other than replacing Jadon Sancho. So let me just replace Jadon Sancho right now. And we have got our replacement. Who else other than the notorious Darwin Núñez to come in and replace Jadon Sancho for £70 million. We have got an 89 rated Darwin Núñez. He's 31, so he is on the low end of the ratings. I definitely could have got him for cheaper, but look, I have wanted a replacement left winger, and Jadon Sancho is also 89 rated, but we're going to lose him this year. And Núñez has 95 pace and 88 shooting, especially alongside Adam and Ablin. That front three is going to be so dangerous. As you can see, our squad is looking ever so strong once again, especially with Jadon Sancho trying to force a move, but he will probably leave in January. However, I'm not going to make any more signings now. That is the signings done. I'm going to sim till the end of the season and see if we have a Champions League final to play, because as you know, that is the only game we actually can play. That is the one game we are looking to play, so hopefully the boys can pull out the bag, especially with Darwin Núñez. And as you can see, once again, there is no Champions League final once again, and I am beyond annoyed. And we lost 3-0 on the final day. I don't know what more I have to do with this squad. Oh my god, we won the league by a point. Well, that's actually surprised me. I did not expect to have won the league. Okay, we won the league. We won the Premier League. Good. However, I know for a fact we didn't win the Champions League because we got knocked out by who other than Inter Milan once again in the round of 16, which is an awful showing. We were so bad in the Champions League this year. It was beyond annoying. And genuinely, I don't know why why is he leaving? Okay, surely they're playing players over players that shouldn't be playing. Alboin only played 13 games. Oh my god. He played 13 games. We're going to have to bring in another striker. We're actually going to have to bring in another striker. Anyways, we're going to reshape the squad once more because we have to have another crack at the Champions League next year. As we did win the league, thankfully we have some sort of silverware, so that's under our belt. The Champions League is still the main goal of this career mode, so hopefully we can get our hands on that next season, and hopefully we can bring in a few signings to help us do that. So, as we know, Sancho has left, but he's left to Manchester City, and the club has given me 170 million to spend. And we are looking for probably either a new striker if Abline leaves as well. So there's only one player I realistically can think of to bring in for this club. So let me go get him. And I've officially got him. Who else could I have brought in with 140 million pounds to UCD other than Kylian Mbappe? We've included Campos in the deal, as Campos is not developing at all and he's taking game time off some players. So as you can see, we brought in Kylian Mbappe to UCD. So let's see how he shapes up in our squad. As you can see, a 95 rated Kylian Mbappe with Abline and Darwin Núñez up front. Adam actually might start over Darwin Núñez at this stage, but look at that team, including Núñez on the bench. That is huge. So let's see. There's no point in trying to sign anyone else. That team is a world-class team and should be challenging for the Champions League. I don't know how it isn't. So let's sim to the end of the season to see how they get on in the Champions League, because surely this is the year we do it. Look at our team. Surely it is it has to be. I'll be so annoyed if it isn't, but let's see how the lads get on this season. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, no Champions League final, because we are somehow dropping points to the likes of West Ham and Watford. We might not even be in the Champions League next year, you know. Okay, we just about are. Oh my god, that's horrendous. It really is. Well, honestly, that's the thing. I'm not going to make any new signings. I'm going to sim all the way to next season, because I genuinely don't think there is a point in bringing in anyone else. However, it does look like Adam is leaving the club, I'm pretty sure. And so is Abline. Never mind, we're definitely making signings next year. We're definitely making signings if all these are leaving. Ngoma is leaving, Oliver's leaving. Oh my god, I didn't even realise. Oh, I've nearly had a stinker here with some players leaving. Oh no. Oh, please don't tell me yous are leaving. Please don't tell me Simican's leaving. Simican's leaving, nice. And arm out. Never mind, we are 100% making signings next season. I didn't realise so many people were leaving. Okay, Simican's leaving. And most of these are probably leaving as well. Okay, yeah, we're definitely making signings next year. And we have made a replacement centre-back signing. We have brought in Colwill from, I think it was Real Sociedad. He was at a nice 40 million. It wasn't too bad. He seems like a good replacement for Simican, who honestly was just getting on a bit. But as you can see now, honestly, I don't know what's going on with the squad. It might just be people are getting on a bit, but genuinely, it just seems very strange how, you know, the squad has just not really performed very well at all. As you can see, that is the squad for now. I'm going to sim all the way because I don't see us really bringing in anyone else. So I'm going to sim all the way to the end of the season, and let's just pray the season is finally the season that we eventually, you know, win the Champions League. I am genuinely getting sick and tired of this team not performing in Europe. We were once again knocked out in the round of 16. Yes, we win the league by a point, happy days, but simply not good enough from these players. I am beyond annoyed. I'm definitely switching up Nunez and Mbappe, because we have to be doing something wrong in Europe, or it's something with the back line. I don't know. I might just keep the same team, because I genuinely don't know what's up with it. We just can't perform in Europe. We're like Manchester City for the first few seasons until they got Haaland. Genuinely, we just cannot perform in Europe. Mbappe and Nunez are only decreasing in rating. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Genuinely, I'm fuming. I'm so annoyed. We just cannot do it in Europe whatsoever. We were the runner-up in the Carabao Cup and we won the FA Cup, so we could have done the treble. We could have done the quadruple if we had won the Champions League. That would have been unbelievable. But no, we decided to bottle it once again, so we have to improve once more. We're in 2033. This has taken me 4.5 hours and counting to record this video, by the way. So let's hopefully we can crawl out of our shell this season and finally win the Champions League. So I noticed that, you know, we had Mbappe and Nunez, so I thought we'd get Haaland. You know what? I'm taking him off City. We need everything we can get at this stage. I'm changing up the whole formation basically. Yeah, we need something. As you can see, Nunez has gone down to an 87, so I was like, you know what, we'll get Haaland, Mbappe, and Adam as our front three, which is just unbelievable. Honestly, I just don't know. I think it might be a centre-back issue. Genuinely, I think there just isn't. I think Colwill is just not good enough, so we are going to have to bring in someone who's just unbelievable. We have found our replacement centre-back for Colwill, Urian Timber, who is 32 years old at this stage, for 47 million. Is not bad at all from Monza, but oh my god, our team, man. I don't honestly get how we cannot win the Champions League this season. Like, surely, with the team we have, man, if we don't win the Champions League, we're just cursed. I think that's the whole problem. That if we don't win it this year, there has to be something there. Because I'm going to sim to the end of the season. If we're not in the Champions League final, I'm going to lose my mind. Genuinely, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. And as you can see, we have finally got to the Champions League final after I don't know how many seasons it actually has been, but we can officially possibly win the Champions League against PSG, so it's Mbappe's old club. So let's just see how we done in the other league. So let's see how we done in the actual league. We beat Real Madrid 5-0. Holy god. Okay, Premier League. We have won the Premier League. Okay, that's a possibility of a double. FA Cup. We lost in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, we lost in the quarterfinals to Nottingham Forest. Okay, regardless, there's a possibility of a double, the Premier League and the Champions League. So finally, we get to actually play the Champions League final. Nunes has gone down to an 84 rated. Oh my god. Let's just see how the team is shaping up. Haaland gone down to 92. Adam stayed the same. Honestly, the team has definitely gone down a lot in ratings. Mbappe's up to 85 from 96, by the way, in like 2 seasons. That's insane. But then again, they are getting on a bit. Like Nunes is 34, Mbappe's 35. Bellingham is still quite young, only at 28. You know, we have it's a pretty old team when you look at it. Like Timber is in his 30s. Alonso, Lewis is still quite young. Like they're all like 28, 29. But regardless, we have the possibility to complete the rebuild right now. I don't even know how long this video is, but this is genuinely the next day of recording. It took me from 6 p.m. last night till about 12 p.m. So it took about 6 hours to actually film this video. So you best believe we're going to try our absolute hardest to win this final. Akpo, Dembele, Bellingham, Gallagher, Donnarumma is still there. Okay. It's definitely a very good team, a 5-back, but obviously we have got an amazing team as well. So let's see how the boys lay out in this Champions League final, man. I'm quite nervous, I have to say. I'm quite nervous, but I'm sure the boys can pull it off. And here is the Champions League final. Haaland gets us kicked off straight out to Caballero. He gives us straight away. Oh my god, he's giving it away straight away. And Reyes has already stuck one in. And probably gotten a yellow card. Okay, he hasn't gotten a yellow card. That's a great start. Who is this to? I think it's Adam. It is. On his favourite left foot, he crosses it in. I don't know who that is. It's been cleared. Win by Turner. Turner? Who's Turner? Adam picks it up on his left foot. Can he strike? Oh my god, what a goal! Adam has scored an absolute worldie in the Champions League final for UCD. Look at this for a finish. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. Look at this on the left peg. What a strike in off the corner post. That is an unbelievable strike to put us 1-0 up against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League final. He has won it back. He's hit up the line to Adam. Is there one more chance left in this first half? Adam's going to use that pace. And oh my god, look how fast this dude is. You just can't catch him. It's almost like he's playing on sliders. Adam, same left foot strike, only straight at Donnarumma this time. And that is half time. We go in at the break 1-0 in the Champions League final. Absolutely huge result. Oh no. Alonso, ball in the box. Bellingham misses. Unbelievable. And we're going to get a counter-attack going maybe out with Ahmed. Can we find anyone? No, we probably can't, because honestly, building forward with this team is very difficult. Here's Bergvall. Can he ping one out? Oh my god, yes he can. What a ball out to Adam. Can we find Haaland in the box maybe? No, it's an awful cross by Adam, but it's been picked up here by Reyes. Chipped over the top. Caballero can't, or not Caballero. Caballero can't win the header, but it's come back to him anyways. Here's Caballero now. Can he do anything with it? Toying with the defender. Lays it back to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis, ball into the box. Ahmad might be there. He doesn't get it though. It's intercepted by PSG. And we keep the ball though as it comes back to Reyes. And makes it a very vital tackle. Only as far as Alonso. Can we play Bergvall? We can. Look at this football. This is much better from the boys. Reyes picks it up. Can he find anyone? He can. He can find Bergvall. And we know he can pass it. What a pass. It's Ahmad. Ahmad chips the keeper and puts us 2-0 up in the last 5 minutes. Surely that wins the Champions League for UCD. Bergvall, what a player, man. This dude, if you haven't used this dude, genuinely get him into your career mode teams, because he is unbelievable. Yes, we might be 10 years in the future, but this dude is special. Look at this pass. Unbelievable chip. Ahmad's onside. Little chip over Donnarumma to put us 2-0 up in the Champions League final. Surely that is enough to seal the win for UCD, and surely that is enough to complete the goal of this rebuild. Let's just see if we can hold on. Oh no, they're in. Can they get one back? Probably are. And they have gotten one back. Gakpo puts them up by another one. We have to keep the ball now at this stage. It's getting a bit... just as well they have Ahmed on the team to get us another one. We just have to keep the ball here. We don't know how much out of time there is. There's only 1 minute. Rico Lewis plays it over to Parisi. Is that going to be it for UCD in the Champions League final, or is there one more attack? And no, it isn't. That is it. UCD have finally won the Champions League. What a result. And wait till you see these celebrations for the boys, because this is a special team. I've had so much fun playing this career mode. I've had fun playing it. I've had stressful times playing it. As we know, it's taken us way too long to get out of the League 2 first of all, and it took us way too long to eventually get to the final, as being completely obliterated by teams, getting knocked down the round of 16 3 times, to then eventually getting to the final. Proper Man City stuff. But as you can see, here is the team going up to get their Champions League medals and Champions League trophy. Bergwijn, the captain, is well deserved to go and lift that trophy. There he is, the number 37 for UCD. Sit back, I will stop talking, and we shall enjoy the fireworks. Well done to UCD. There he is lifting the trophy. The rebuild is done. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button down below. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments who I should rebuild next. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in the next video.